None whatsoever.
No fire whatsoever. Anyway. Hello! Hi!
I am the embodiment of that meme. If somebody gave me fire meme, that is me.
I know. Anyway, hello everybody! We're back again. Oh my god, we're back again.
Back again.
We have ADHD, my friends.
I don't think I'm ADHD, but given the family history, I'm 98% sure there is some neurospicy in here
So
somewhere.
how was the village?
Hi, Kane, my wife.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words.
Neat.
There are no words to describe what it was like in the village.
Let's get back to Popola.
Huh, neat.
She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Okay, time to go back to Popola. Piggy, I need you. Actually, no.
We must speedrun this.
Actually, I want to test something.
No!
What are we knowing?
What are you doing?
What?
What were you trying to do, cat?
I was gonna kill the piggy.
No!
I'm gonna kill every-
Much as that would make an absolutely astounding amount of bacon.
I'm not gonna kill the piggy. I'm gonna go kill the sheep.
Ooh, lamb chops.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, roasted crown of lamb.
Oh!
Really fancy lamb.
Oh, that's cute. That's gonna be great when I have AoE issue. When I need to do AoE.
Yes. Ooh, mutton. Ah, old sheep.
Hey, it's all we have. I had to explain what
Eh.
I had to explain what the difference between mutton and lamb was.
Oh my goodness.
Lamb is under a year old, mutton is over a year old. And remember, folks, a cow that has not given birth yet is called a heifer.
Yes.
And even if she is pregante, she is still called heifer until the cow comes out. Until the calf comes out.
Yes.
I don't explain this.
At which point she is then called Mama.
Well, cow.
Yes.
You
But also
bitch!
Mama. Did you just hit yourself?
No.
Oh, did the sheep kick you?
Sheep kicked me. Bitch! Deserved it.
You will be especially delicious.
Actually, I'm giving all this mutton to a lady who gives me a shit ton of gold.
No, I know someone that keeps and raises sheep.
Oh.
When they finally needed to swap the ram out because they needed a new ram for cover,
Uh-huh.
that asshole was delicious. Because you bet your ass they had him butchered and cooked and he was delicious. That ram was also an asshole.
Asshole ram. Yeah, but they said we have to go talk to the...
Delicious.
Oh, do we have to talk to the villagers? Fuck, we have to talk to the villagers. We gotta go back to the village! Alright, we will refrain from more sheep murder. We gotta go help the villagers. Get ready to free other villagers from their dreams. Maybe.
I got you. Navi is on standby.
Thank you, Navi. Or should we call you Oracle?
I would much prefer that moniker.
Yeah, Oracle is an awesome, badass, kick-ass lady. Let's use Oracle. Just don't be like the Greek. Just don't be like the Greek oracles and be vague as fuck.
Oh no.
All right, other villagers who need saving.
I don't know, if you knew how to translate him, the Oracle of Delphi was pretty specific.
It's just everyone else was pretty stupid.
Correct.
Oh, there's a villager we have to save. 2 villagers we have to save. Okay, time to wake up the
Thank
villagers.
God.
Villager, you have a dead-eye stare. I feel that.
That is 1,000 yards stare.
That is the I'm tired of this shit. I've been working at this Banana Republic for too long.
This person must be dreaming too.
Really?
It would appear that way, yes.
No, really?
Really? Okay, first villager.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sorta creeps me out.
Yeah, it creeps me out too, buddy, but hopefully it'll be a lot shorter than the other one.
We are hoping. Prepare for a shit ton of text.
Ah!
That is not a confirmation, that is just me setting my own expectations.
Oh.
perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Vice! Were you listening in on our conversation? Bad book. Told us to spend less time complaining.
Yeah.
We go into the dream world. I breathe the air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? Well, according to my stream, at least an hour and 14 minutes.
Accurate.
My box, my prison, is tucked beneath the stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end.
Oh, nay.
Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me.
Thanatos, stop slacking.
What? Thanatos is like, I ain't going there. Thanatos is like, I'm fucking busy. Do you mind?
To be fair, that is more your twins' realm, so fair cop.
Time passes. An entire eternity slips by a single tick of a clock. Oh god, this person has ADHD and is currently going through school right now. Someone knocks at my prison. I'm adding some Foley work here. Thank you. Thank you, Zeeps, for the helping with the Foley work. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding my thick splinters under my ragged nails. Are you sure we don't have a dog? Or a cat? Or just in school? I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of gods, help me. Possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling on the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain! I am forced to turn away. Hi, Zeeps, by the way. Who are you, I ask, shaking my hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Vice. This is Nier. Long have we been searching for you? Now come, stand. We shall awaken you from this nightmare together. The one known as Nier extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever. They recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. Blink, 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 blink. I thought a tin roof. Blink, 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 blink.
Yes.
I'm doing some Foley work to add some excitement. Listen, if I knew I was gonna have to do a lot of Foley work, I would have brought a bunch of junk into my room. You know,
correct.
Beyond the normal junk I have. I never thought I'd hear that again, I whisper. What this were not such a terrible storm. Oh, sorry. Blink, 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 said Grimoire Vice. Look at your feet. I forced my eyes open to see water pulling around my ankles and lapping at my shit. Oh, great! The place is flooding.
The place is flooding.
Oh, great. Okay. Says, you know which...
We are definitely underground, and the door is open,
Oh, boy.
and there are leaks.
Oh, good. Sadly, there are not the times that make the soup. The kind that make the soup.
We do not make soup with this.
No. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good to our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. Please tell me you have the guide.
Of course I have the fucking guide.
Good, because I'm having anxiety about the idea of drowning in a castle.
Relax, I got you. Oracle knows her job. I understand the assignment.
We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. Except for burning the book. We're not burning the book.
We are not burning the book, no.
Castle catacombs are a maze, twisting themselves like an endless entrails of a giant. Ew. Why?
Oddly macabre metaphor.
A very macabre metaphor. Why, of all the metaphors.
Given the fact it's also feeling fluid, very apt.
I know, right? It's good. This is where we find out the castle is actually the inside of a giant, right?
I hope not.
I squint down the dim
We go
corridor
north.
and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting on top of a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door, the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think the outlines of the door are just beyond. When I reach out a finger to touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away in the wind. Shh. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses! I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses! I mean, at least they're charred. I look from the beds and back again until the horror dawns upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Good, proper corpse removal so disease doesn't spread. Good, good, good. I'm the only one seeing the positive in this, aren't I, Says?
No, I also see the massive amount of efficiency in this.
Whether they...
However, pile of corpses is a lot of moisture in those bodies. It wouldn't make for a very efficient fire.
Yeah, but it helps get rid of the diseases.
I know.
Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. And sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further.
Ah, hi, Lulu.
Hello, Lulu. I make a sound, whether a scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. I'm just doing this. Ah! Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and then I find myself opening a door and leaving the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors.
Go east.
I squint down the corridors.
Go north.
I squint down the dim corridors.
Go east.
At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. Clink, 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 clink. A waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet. Squeeze, 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 squeeze.
Oh, where carpet sound.
At least we're not wearing only socks.
Thank Hades.
Either we're in shoes or we're barefoot. Both options suck, but...
Barefoot is still better than socks.
Yeah. Beneath my feet,
Wet feet I can deal with. Wet socks, absolutely not.
Oh, I accidentally stepped in something wet while wearing socks, and I'm like, no!
Ugh.
And my mom's like, what's wrong? I stepped in wet!
And now my socks are wet.
Now I have to take off my socks. Both of them. She's like, but only one of them got wet. Both of them come off!
Both of them.
I approach the center.
It's either both socks or no socks. There is no middle ground.
I cannot run around with one sock. What weirdo does that? Anyway, beneath my feet, I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table which rusts china and silver of its finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. Take the silver!
Do not take the silver.
Fine. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Oh, that's nice. They're dead, aren't they? Passing movement, I approach a chair at the table's head, but the truth of the matter dawns on me. I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse! As are all the invited guests. Yay! It's a dead man's party.
Ah, entomology.
An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their...
And now you understand the entomology comment.
Why?
Because decaying corpses are incredibly nutritious for insects.
I know, and I accept that, but I don't want to have to think about it.
I am aware.
This
Imagine studying it.
You would have a field day. Sam,
I did.
Sam, stop examining the corpse. No.
No!
This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. And a feast for the insects! Let them be counted! It's still a splendid feast, just for a different party.
Correct.
We are arguing with the text adventure. I would like to point out we are arguing with the text adventure.
I am aware, however, we need to liven this up somehow.
And it's us being dorks. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands.
Oh, we are being raided.
Hello! Please send out a shout out.
I would, but I don't think I have mod privileges.
I've given you mod privileges again.
Woo!
Thank you, not so important Jake, for raiding. For those who don't know who I am, greatest foes mortals, as I can. I am a feline-based chaos entity variety VTuber. I do games, I do art, and today we're doing Nier Replicant and going through hell.
Hey, shout out worked.
See? I got. You got Power Wash Sim 2? Lucky. Anyway, yeah. Why is it hell? Because it's a text-based adventure and I have to fucking read. Because, you know, I like the people who are unable to watch the stream to be able to listen to this like it's a wonderful audiobook. Please imagine an audiobook involving my voice. You would hate it within the first chapter. Anyway.
And that's why I'm updating the chat with cat-related shenanigans.
Yes. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands and then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me. Hey! Those insects are not abominations, they are just doing what nature does best!
Correct. Recycling.
Which we need My gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. You say that. Unless the victims are alive and they're being eaten by insects, but that... Each one is covered with a layer of spikes that run from the seat back up the back and down the arms. Okay.
Oh!
Okay! Torture room! Gotcha! I see we were dealing with... Hello, Vlad the Impaler. How you doing?
Vlad Dracula Tepesh.
This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. Okay, if the carpet of your feet is red, and it's all dead corpses, they wouldn't be red, it would be brown.
It would be brown.
This is a thing that has always bothered me in fanfics. It's like, the body's been dead for a while, why is the blood still red? That's not how that works. Or my personal favorite, I was reading a fanfic, right? I'm not gonna go deep into it. Characters' hands are covered in blood, washes their hand, and uses a white towel to wash it, and they said it got stained pink. I'm like, that's, well, unless you're in the realm of Danganronpa.
That is not how this works.
The white towel would be brown.
No, it'd be red initially, and then it would dry to brown.
Yeah, well, unless it's dead. Yeah, true. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes up and down the eyes, explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. Nope! If there's blood...
No, it is entirely possible they were dead, and, you know...
Well, they're dead now.
Even without circulation, you make a hole, blood will flow out.
Yeah, you make enough holes, the blood will flow out, and gravity will do what it does best.
Correct.
If anyone's squeamish, by the way...
I apologize for absolutely nothing, but simultaneously, I am very sorry.
Yes, we're not sorry, because we're
and
teaching.
this is how I know I am only borderline anemic, because mine is still dark red when they draw it.
I haven't checked mine in a while. Apparently the blood that's leaving my body is already dead, so you know.
Correct.
Blood moon! Anyway.
And actually, a very low percentage of actual blood.
Yeah, it's mostly uterine wall and fluid.
Correct.
It's disgusting.
Yes.
Anyone who's like, I agree. I love it when they try to use the flowery language. Like, it's a beautiful, wonderful moment. No!
No,
Be
it's
honest.
not.
Be honest!
It is hell.
It is hell in a handbasket, especially for me, who was curled up into a ball with a heating pad between on me, going, please, God, kill me. My mom's like, why didn't you take any painkillers? I go, because it was in the middle of the day and I didn't want to fall asleep.
Painkillers knock you out, you lucky bitch.
No, it depends on how much I get. It depends on what painkillers I'm given. I was looking at the good shit. I'm like, nope, that will knock my ass out.
I have been on the good shit for that long, it no longer knocks me out.
Some people have naturally...
It still works for the pain,
Huh.
but it just doesn't knock me out anymore.
Oh, not so important Jake has some lovely messages for us. Some blood actually becomes pink if it's lacking iron. Some people have naturally low blood iron. Fernonemia. I have anemia.
For anemia.
I have anemia. Anyway, for if not, it is a simple task to envision the antagonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. Ah! Help me! I'm being stabbed! Ah!
And simultaneously, if you distribute the pressure evenly enough, it doesn't actually pierce the skin.
Yeah, if you're doing like nail bed sleeping. I do not recommend. My mind grasps fanatically at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crime for which this is their punishment. Yeah, Vlad the Impaler, let's go. Okay, listen, stop thinking! We have to escape the flooding castle! Focus! I, with ADHD, is telling the character to focus. Though in truth, I suspect they have committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates, for this was their last supper. Hey! I squint down the corridors.
North!
Thank you. I legit would hate being a woman. Imagine I bleed once a month and it hurts too. Shit, I'd pick a shotgun in that case. Listen, the number of times I have stared at the butcher knife on my counter and contemplated ripping my uterus out, and my mom goes, Cat, we don't have that good of insurance. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down! Someone cries, so I give myself the effort. In tandem with Nier and Grimoire Vice, a book is slamming into the fucking door to help us break it. I would like to point out, unless that book is like fucking War and Peace, it's gonna take a while. I slam my body against a thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. Oh good, finally, the DM got... I like having my cock and balls. Real comfy to have. Not unless you sit on them wrong. Not that I would know I don't have a cock and balls, but... As a gal
Apparently it's just quite painful.
Yeah. As a gal who's actually sat in a weird way that made half of her lower half fall asleep.
The number of times you have complained about your ass falling asleep is hilarious.
Yeah. My ass fell asleep. What do you mean? I crossed my legs and I hit that one blood vessel again. Ah! You would think
You hit the one blood vessel and you hit the one nerve cluster and everything goes numb.
And if I get out of this chair right now, I'm going to fall flat on my face and my cat's gonna laugh at me. Anyway.
Which one?
Yes.
Vader?
Most likely Vader. Vader's just gonna look at me like he's pathetic. We're learning so much about not so important Jake's testicles.
You apparently did succeed in the genetic lottery.
Allegedly. Anyway, stop talking about testicles. Unless testicles pop up in this conversation again. The storm's in retreat. Yay! The clouds are above are still dark and foreboding. Normal! But to the west, I can see the thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cried, tears of joy on my rain on my cheeks. If there are tears on your face and rain, never mind.
Don't worry about it.
Don't stop thinking. I surely would have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly noticed that my dress is in tatters. I sheepishly tried to cover my... We were a woman? We were playing as a woman? What?
Yes.
Their dress is in tatters. I sheepishly covered my exposed skin. Girl, I think it's a little too late about that. Your dress, asked Vice? Then you are a woman, madam. Ah, right. We're in text land. We didn't know about this. I am. I prefer to...
I might be about to be doing technical support.
Oh no, why? Never mind, it's...
No, I have a friend, it's UK-based tech support, so this should be fairly easy. They were originally hooked into a booster box, they changed Wi-Fi providers, the booster box no longer works, I've had to give them a wireless card, and they've got no fucking clue how to install the bloody thing. I may be having to do tech support.
Oh boy, it's so fun when that happens.
It's okay. Drew is fairly smart, I can talk him through this.
Okay. I am a prophet of the two. A smile, I suppose that comes up something of surprise, seeing as I only exist in the form of where. Okay, we're getting a little too meta. I can see that the one known as Nier is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description. Nier! Smack! Bad child!
I may be muted briefly.
Gotcha. But he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth on our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. A sexual awakening? Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside their final shroud. Never mind. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. Oh boy. The castle is dead and have awakened to their new life as shades. Ah, fuck. Oh good, no more talking. Thank God.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
Ah.
I hear that.
All right. One down. I'm assuming one to go.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
Yeah, this is trying. Yes, enter
I
the damn
figured
dream.
a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Oh, I'm gonna go insane. I've gone insane. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Well, that sounds like pretty. Vice and Nier have never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they try to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away.
Oh, thank God, there's talking.
What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with a renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under his heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Nier nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never be so thirsty. The ancient road which they walked on was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid its material down over their home. The heat reflecting off the road made Nier lightheaded. Yep, that's normal. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No joke. This road leads to the City of Art. Art! I like a city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear. Nier glanced at Weiss with Weiss's grinning face. It shook his head and resumed walking. As time passed, Nier's feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. Welcome to my hell! Try not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. You're definitely getting closer, said Weiss, in an effort to cheer up his companion. Yep, this is certain. Courage! Nier lifts his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road, with his mouth and eyes open wide and his fingers pointing in the distance. Water! He cried. It's water. Water? Asked Weiss. Preposterous! I don't see any water. Over there! Just ahead of us! Look! The sun is reflecting off... You're suffering from mirage, Nier. Without waiting for a response, Nier sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, and gets into places. Nier closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert, blah, blah, blah. Nier shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, sighed, wide, and one more. Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there! Nier sprinted again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Nier came into a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until exasperated, Weiss finally floated up near and struck him in the face with his cover. Smack. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Nier's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. And perhaps next time you'll just listen to me when I tell you as much? Pause for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art. Nier looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried Nier, completely forgetting that the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. That's what she said. Each sculpture was formed roughly from the same shape, a tall rectangular that stretched up towards the sky. But that's where the similarities ended. Most were covered with planes of glass that reflected light in thousands of directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Ah! Some had tall spires on the tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Nier. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps this land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat on silent steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass and brick, but many were composed of materials they have never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract work around them, Nier and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Nier uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and one read Gamma. Oh fuck. As Nier moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures, Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took in the form of words. Fuck riddles! Only one form is real, the other are false. The real form will always speak the truth. Oh, fuck. No! No, no! No, 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 no! No, 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 no. I am not dealing with the one tells truth, the other tells lies bullshit. Why does God hate us? I'm not currently looking this up. I kinda am. Totally not gonna look this up. Walk through. Forest of Myth, thank you. Okay. The false one only speaks lies. Yep, one speaks truth, the other speaks lies. Classic. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the three statues started to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, says Nier. They're alive. The triplets bowed before Nier. Please, said the Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Nier and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one. Stop lying, said Beta. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, says Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. The receptive pleas given, these three statues returned their frozen silence as they enveloped the city. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. Nier furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false one will always speak lies. I don't got a clue. Looking up the answer right now. I am. The real one is Beta. Listen, my head hurts with these kind of riddles. The real one is Beta. Though Nier's voice betrayed the no lack of confidence, he was relieved to see why he's nodding at him. If Alpha was telling the truth, began Vice in the drive of lectures, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is the fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled suddenly into dust, while Beta sprung to life. Congratulations, villager! Said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time has arrived. Thanks for saving me, cried the villager. Dropped and did a bunch of stuff and I accidentally hit the thing and forgot to screw. Hello! Greetings, foolish mortals, 'tis I, Cat. Thank you for coming, for those who don't know who I am.
Let me see what you have!
No! I thought that was your shadow. You were doing Fire Emblem! Fun! I accidentally sped through a bunch of this text! I don't care! Why did you dream like this, Vice? Have you seen the city before? The villager slowly looked around the bizarre objects and sculptures that are around the landscape. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time, it feels like I've seen it before. Deja vu. Anyway, thank you for I feel like Days Chaos Entity Variety VTuber. I do games, I do art. Says is here, but says is currently muted and doing something in the realm of crazy. And I am doing this, and I'm doing Nier Replicant and going insane. The vague sense of unease struck Nier during that mirror stream and spread once more through his mind. We're free!
That was rough.
Excuse me as I drink all the water!
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yay!
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Minder. Don't do
You're
too much
telling me.
backseating.
Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much.
We did it.
Here, I have something for you.
Drugs? Ah, thanks.
Wow, this looks
Thank
valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
I've known you for a weapon. What kind of village is this?
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I'm out of fucks to give it the rest of the time. I've watched video of people playing Nier, and I have watched, like, the whole story explain things. But, like, actual playing it, no, this is my first time, hence why I have 20,000 guides around me. But, like, I know the story and everything and the plot, and I'm trying not to spoil, but, like, yeah. Also, what do you mean Fire Emblem Engage has broken the fuck out of you and gave you no more fucks for the rest of the time? Which is also very impressive. How did that happen? I thought was Fire Emblem Engage the newest one? Wait, I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem nerd. Look at me, do I look like a Fire Emblem nerd? No, I play Silent Hill. Kidding. Oh yeah, no. I love this game too. I love this game's story and plot and everything, and I can't wait to get to like take the knife covered in salt and lemon juice and stab me further. Listen, I just want to play with the new sword, okay? Listen, I know the sword I currently have is actually the best, but like, murder! Hi! So, Nier Gestalt is basically the same as regular Nier. If you want to have the Nier Gestalt experience, you buy Nier Replicant and then you go on to Nexus Mods where they have the replacer for Nier Gestalt. Because it's the same damn game, for the love of God. Yes, I know, some people prefer Papa Nier over Baby Nier. Not gonna deny that. But... oh, what's shooting at the pig? Stop shooting at the piggy! So, like, if you want to have the Gestalt experience, there are mods for it. So you can just take Replicant, add Gestalt, and add the Gestalt mods, and you're good. I know, a lot of people have a massive connection to Papa Nier. And I know a lot of people mention that, but personally, between you, me, and the coconut trees, I don't mind Brother Nier. I know Papa Nier is more based, etc., but like, again... Oi! Stay dead! Now let me collect from this dead sheep. Thank you. Oi! Get! Kane! Wife! Please don't hurt me. I'm using a weaker sword, but like, it looks cool. It's a katana. Let me be an edgy weeb. Edgelord weeb activate. Fine, I'll use the big proper normal sword. Hello! I missed. How the fuck do I miss? Oh, fuck you, dicks! Gestalt. I don't care! I'm not that great at the German! I will use the bad American accent over the German right now. I will call Grimoire Weiss because I like it. And also because I had to sing Edelweiss so much as a kid. Sound of Music, very popular musical. Singing Edelweiss really breaks a person. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, rest my homeland forever. How to run faster, Kane! Lizard, 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 lizard. And before anyone asks, we're collecting. We're going to see if I can upgrade any of my weapons. I've collected a lot of stuff, so I should be able to upgrade my weapons. I think, in theory. Thank you. Have fun, Jake, doing your thing. Great, now I have Edelweiss stuck in my head. Fuck! I'm gonna go cry after what engaged me. Have a good stream. Be safe, Death. Actually, you know what? I forgot to shout out Death. I need to shout out Death. Death is a good feed. Death gets a shout out.
You damn kids with all of your fucking LSD. Back in my day, we did good old cocaine like God intended.
Animation done by yours truly. Yes, Death, that goes off every time you get shouted out now.
How can I help you?
Oh, that is Sam!
Need
Fuck.
some work done on your weapon?
I can't do anything. I need more broken antennas. I mean, it's awesome to shout. Yeah, use it to shout you out. Listen, sometimes you just gotta, you know, shout out your friends with the weird shit. Oh, I need a lot of titanium alloys. Well, I know where I can get
Come back.
I know where I can get some titanium alloy.